When a runner collapsed while running the Boston Marathon, it could have been deadly, but the quick thinking of spectating strangers saved her life. Joining us now to share the story is that lucky marathon runner, Meghan, and one of her saviors, Cameron. Welcome to the show, Meghan and Cameron.
Thank you.
So Meghan, tell us, why did you decide to sign up for the Boston Marathon in the first place?
There's a number of reasons. One, I just had my son back in December, so I was coming back postpartum. I had raced my Olympic qualifier and my best race back in 2019. And just with the timing of it being in October, it worked out perfectly between postpartum and it's the Boston Marathon. Everyone wants to run the Boston Marathon. So it was just so excited to be back this year.
So obviously you are a seasoned marathon veteran, not a newbie, not a rookie. Take us back to that day, the day of the marathon. What happened?
Yeah, so like you said, I've been marathoning for 12 plus years. Talking to my coach the day before, as far as I knew, I was in the best shape of my life. We were planning on a 2:42 for my race plan, and that was the race I was running. So that morning, I had everything all ready. This year, it was a rush start. So we basically got off the buses, used the bathroom quick, got our bib numbers on, got our goo packets ready, and we were off running. So race started at 9 o'clock, and first mile kind of eased into it. There was a lot of people around. It's such a big race that there's, it's a very crowded start. So even going into, miles 3, 4, 5, there's still quite a few people running around me. And so I found a couple of people in front of me I was pacing off of. And suddenly I was going on mile 8 and everything just kind of went fuzzy. I don't even remember hitting the ground. And the next thing I knew, I was waking up in the ambulance.
What happened next?
I had no idea what had happened to me. I didn't realize the seriousness of it until I had found out later that I had gone into cardiac arrest. I then was brought to the hospital in Framingham, where they then transported me to the hospital at Tufts Medical Center, where I stayed until Friday. So they did the ICD implant, wanted to make sure that was done before leaving Boston, just to get home safe and things like that. And I had family come and visit me, but that first day was very blurry. I don't remember a ton from Monday. I just remember kind of the main things: collapsing, waking up in the ambulance, getting transferred to the hospital. But it's just everything that happened. It's just so crazy to think. I just don't remember any of it, but how much had actually happened during that time.
Cameron, where were you when this was all taking place, the marathon was going on?
Yeah, so I was here at home. I live right on mile 8 on the Boston Marathon route and just happened to be home that day. I invited some family friends over, one of which was Marie, who happened to be a retired ICU nurse. And we were just watching the marathon, excited that it was back, cheering on runners. It was early in the race, and we kind of saw a woman trip and stumble. And originally, just kind of first thought was that she had twisted her ankle or gotten tripped up in somebody's legs. When she hit the ground, I kind of had that instinct that something's off. And I turned to Marie, who was, like I said, the retired ICU nurse, and I said, "We got to go. Somebody just hit the ground, and it doesn't look normal. It doesn't look good."
Well, Cameron, kudos to you. You are one of those special people that when you see somebody who you think needs help, you don't hesitate, you jump on it.